All right, welcome return to the Current Rough Market channel. If you are new, please recall subscribing. You guys recognize what time it's miles. We're going to be having a dialogue around XRP. You know, loads of interesting things to be searching out for. So if you obviously keep XRP or are interested in those updates, you do want to observe this video until the absolute cease. But you realize, as we are approaching the October 7th date, which of direction we recognize as a totally essential date. Until then, there's nonetheless a variety of buyers, in my opinion, which might be sidelined. That means glaringly, the general marketplace is choosing up traction right now, exactly how we anticipated, first and essential. You can literally watch any of my updates and you can kind of see that. And today you are seeing quite a bit of inexperience throughout the board. Pretty a great deal, the whole thing is up double digits, but you're nonetheless seeing XRP now not seeing those explosive moves that numerous human beings want XRP to do. But what you need to recognize is the fact that itself, the chance of an appeal, do not forget the risk of an appeal itself is massive. Proper, and obviously that I think is a large catalyst as to why there is still numerous cash. This is sidelined in my view. You understand the general market is booming. You realize exactly what we anticipated in case you did watch my movies over the course of the last few days. You recognize that, but thus far so top. You realize we were given a few very exciting matters to test. However, before we do this, as constantly, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel isn't monetary advice. Always do your very own due diligence and studies when you are investing in crypto. So first and main permits test what is happening. So some other bank is coming and becoming a member of the crypto bandwagon. You can see Germany's Commerzbank to provide Bitcoin and crypto trading to 11.6 million retail clients. As I've stated on my channel, on a daily basis, the landscape is changing for virtual belongings. If you're an OG crypto investor or a fanatic, we used to dream of times like this. And if this statement got here out a few years returned, it would have had a massive effect on the crypto markets. Obviously, the marketplace has gone and advanced pretty a chunk, but clearly tells you what's taking place and what kind of the crypto enterprise is being adopted throughout the globe. And of path, SP 500 hits a document excessive. Is there a correlation between the huge fee cut? And again, it's now not a huge charge cut as compared to some of the alternative countries. Maybe we do see some other price reduce at the next FOMC SMME. But again, the charge reduce itself has brought on quite a few interest in the stock market in addition to the crypto market particularly. And you are seeing those property hiking up going into October. And I assume October is going to be a certainly splendid month for the markets. Now, maybe November we'd see a little bit of a promote the information occasion taking location, but if it is going the way we are awaiting it to move, I do think the market keeps to head toward the upside and near out Area 4 in a completely superb word. But you already know that is something we need to hold in thoughts. But once more, I realize loads of people are a form of careworn. Why are the likes of number one? Why are the stock marketplace manipulation occurring? You recognize we did see at the beginning of August, at the beginning of September. $2 trillion wipeout. However, you realize manipulation may also be taking place. And on top of that, you recognize glaringly a number of human beings still aren't understanding why Warren Buffett's liquidating his shares. Maybe he just is such as you know it's done. It's time to retire. We also want to keep that issue in mind, but do permit me understand inside the feedback what you watch. But as we go further, I want you guys to take a look at this. You realize, shout out to Richie Torres, you recognize asking the right questions and making some ambitious statements so that you can see Richie Torres became inside the court docket and said this. The term virtual belongings does not appear anywhere in law enacted through Congress or in any rule promulgated by way of the SEC or in any selection rendered with the aid of the Supreme Court. It seems nowhere inside the 2 million pages of the Federal Register. If it comes from neither statute nor rule, then wherein does it come from? And you recognize Richie Torres stated this in courtroom, that the SEC invented the time period out of skinny air. And you're seeing a whole lot of questions being asked to the SEC, and there's a number of big documentation coming out. Human beings are just all over the location as to what is truly going on. What is SEC? Without a doubt, saying digital assets is a state-of-the-art terminology that hasn't been there for you understand a long time and decades. And you can't just name a brand new generation without a doubt understanding the important thing, additives, how the generation works, what a native token really is, and just name it a safety. And these are the questions that are being asked. But the query that I'm asking mainly from the start is how within the global do you list it? And now not name it a safety. However, alternatively, you're seeing Solana being called a security. You are seeing Cardano being referred to as a security. You are seeing XRP called a security. And you understand this long, enormously lengthy lawsuit that I suppose have to have been wrapped up. Perhaps in a year's time, 12 months and a half to at maximum. It should not were extended thus far. It simply does no longer make experience. And you understand, shout out to Richie Torres for bringing out a few incredible questions, and you recognize the solutions have been even pretty uncertain, and those huge, large human beings apprehend that it just would not make feel. You cannot simply name this new generation a security. Maybe there's a larger element to it. As I've always stated, perhaps they see that that is a big danger to the conventional manner we flow our funds around. And that could be a truth, without a doubt. But permits check a few other statistics from our desirable antique pal Smoke. Shout out to Smoke in case you are a Ripple or an XRP enthusiast would strongly inspire you men to go deliver Smoke Observe. So you could see BRICS Summit is happening in October 2024. Citibank discussing the big reset and the documents on BRICS, SDR and cryptocurrencies confirms that the BRICS joint cryptocurrency will reset the banking marketplace. No coincidence, do you spot this? And once more, this is of course something we've been having a discussion around. The month of October, there may be, I do not know if it is a twist of fate, however the dates are aligning, and it just doesn't make sense. And you could see this for yourself. BRICS countries together with its capability as a cryptocurrency and the outlook for one of these currencies is promising. It has a potential to reshape the financial systems, stimulate the monetary integration between BRICS and the ascending countries and have an impact on worldwide financial dynamics, certainly the advent. And use of the brand new composite foreign money will appeal to and exchange within the composition and value of economic and capital markets around the sector and could reset the banking market as properly. So BRICS proclaims something that's so referred to as cryptocurrency that they're going to be the usage of for cross-border bills. Are banks also going to integrate it? And speaking approximately banks, we realize what number of banks across the globe are. Obviously, the usage of the XRP ledger currently, with visible Japan going all in with XRP. And you may see the evolution happening and a route you may additionally apprehend in which the hypothesis is coming on whether or not BRICS is going to announce RUSD as a stable coin. If they end up doing this, that is going to be big in my opinion. Obviously on the give up of the day, as of now, we don't know. We are simply speculating. However, do permit me recognize inside the remarks as to what you for my part think. But going forward, how does XRP cross worldwide? So Smoke says, as I've proven beneath, XRP is a #1 forex of the interledger protocol. It is an essential element to the cash switch mechanism on ILP. It is so vital that so that you can configure a connection to the ILP, XRP must be set as a default forex within the code. In the second one picture, it is geographically illustrated how XRP network is mapped between nodes to conduct transactions inside a country. With Amazon Web Services Cloud and inside the 0.33 image, a global map of Earth is proven with the ILP charge routes, connections from America to France to Hong Kong and etc. This explicitly outlines the international reach of ILP. The international reach of ILP also method the global attain of XRP, formidable statements popping out. Let me recognize your personal thoughts down beneath. Looking at the dominance index, nonetheless sitting at 58.43%. Saw a little bit of a retracement within the dominance. That is, of course, a huge catalyst as to why you're seeing a double-digit gainer across the crypto area. And on top of that, Bitcoin has performed precisely what your boy has been projecting. After the fee reduced, I become expecting that, the rate of Bitcoin goes to dance, and we are searching at that bounce occurring as we talk. And you realize the timing is the entirety, and right now this is a time to be getting the set in. As a long way as the affirmation level for myself, we are getting nearer and closer to that. As a long way as XRP fee is involved, it is making its mana back above, manifestly the important thing helpline. And it is trying to retest September 14th highs, which is